Good afternoon guys, it's Alex here with another video today. Today I thought I would tackle something that is going around, especially in the beauty community right now. It's the boy beat. How I interpret it is basically how you would groom a guy on a shoot or a video clip or for TV or modeling, anything like that. So a bit of like skin correction, a bit of like sharpening contours, but you know, nothing too obvious because you don't want to look like, you know, cake face. We're gonna give that a shot. Do nice, fresh, very basic skin, and then just, you know, sharpening what needs to be sharpened, just looking fresh and stuff. Really like the boy beat. I like the concept of it. A lot of my makeup is like that in general. I say that like the boy beat is a bit like my everyday beat. So yeah, let's get started. So yeah, I've moved y'all in super close so you guys can see. So my skin is like so right now. I had this like nasty breakout, really salty about it. I haven't had one of those in like a long time. That's, you know, that's what it is. So yeah, I really like the boy beat. It's a nice fresh way to do makeup. So what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna tackle this a bit like I would actually do a guy's makeup on a photo shoot or for TV, and just work in like super sheer layers. This is AVENE, and just to freshen everything. My skin is moisturized already. So the trick is to basically like just make your skin look a bit better, but not get super crazy about the details. I'm gonna make like my own BB cream, like a mixture of stuff. I'm gonna use my MARC Jacobs primer. I'm gonna put a bit dollop of that on my hand, like this. I'm gonna use this guy. This is the Ordinary Serum Foundation, super thin consistency. I'm gonna put a drop of that right in there, maybe like half a pump in there. It's gonna make like my own custom, like super light BB cream, all mixed like this. And I'm gonna apply that with my fingers. And I'm not gonna be super fussy about it. You could beauty blend and stuff, but I don't think it's worth it. I could probably use a brush. When I do makeup on a shoot or on models, I like to use my hands a lot because you can wash your hands like endlessly. I think you can really melt the product in. And the point is just to get like not a blank canvas, but like a slightly evened out canvas. There's no instruction happening outside, it's so annoying. I've been loving seeing the boy beat going around on YouTube, like many people have been doing it. And I think it's awesome, it's so fresh, it's so like neat for summer. It's like it's perfect makeup if you don't want to go too crazy and, you know, you want to look natural. I really love it. Like you, but better. Oh yeah, it's looking good. Obviously, like that didn't cover like all my blemishes and stuff. It's just a layer, beginning layer. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use a good old trick that I really love. I use a lot in like pro makeup. That's pinpoint concealing. I'm gonna take a little bit of Shape Tape. This one is like super light. This is light sand. I'm gonna put a bit of that on the back of my hand, like tiniest bit. You don't need a lot to do this. I'm gonna use a clean eyeliner brush. This is like an old NYX brush. It's falling apart, but I really love it. So I have my little concealer here. I'm just gonna take a bit of that on the brush and use the tip to pinpoint correct anything that I feel is like not so good. So this big old guy over here. But when you do makeup on men, especially on shoots, they can't look made up. You have to look like their face is a flat piece of cardboard. So you have to be like super careful about not layering too much. Like keeping the skin looking like skin and not like, you know, a flat piece of paper. The guy is like super unfortunate because it's like raised. Like there's not much I can do about it, but yeah, these inside sealed. A bad breakout on my lip line right here last week. I've been treating it with all sorts of like strong acids, so now the skin is like super flaky. It's so annoying. I'm gonna take a bit of that concealer on my finger and just tap it here. Like it's so sheer, you can hardly see it. Because I'm leaving most of my skin like bare. I'm not gonna powder this. My skin is like dehydrated right now. I don't really need to. I could powder the nose if I wanted, but I don't. I powder on TV or for photo shoots. There's like super translucent powder or something like I like La Mercier. I think it's a good one. photographs nice. I use Dermablend too, that really photographs nicely. Of course, it's gonna vary like depending on the state of the skin of the person. Like some people really don't need much, like some guys on shoots, like they hardly need anything. You just need a bit of concealer and that's about it. And I'm not gonna conceal my under eye circles because I think they fit with the look. It goes with that kind of like undone, done kind of look. I'm gonna do something fun now. I'm gonna freckle. So I'm gonna use Anastasia here. The brown, this is in medium brown. Looks like this. I'm gonna use the same brush I was using to pinpoint correct and clean the concealer off. I'm gonna take that a tiny bit of that on the end of the brush, warm it up on my hand, just to make sure the product is like nice and flexible. I'm gonna use that to freckle. And I have natural freckles, but I'm not a redhead freckle type, sadly. Wish I was. I freckle around the nose, on the cheeks, and I don't really freckle much in the winter time. And I also wear lots of sunscreen. Freckle as much as I would like. And the key to like having a nice realistic freckle is to not have a pattern to it and to go on spots where you would actually normally freckle. Like a lot of guys, lots of people that I know who freckle naturally, they won't just freckle on the cheeks. Like me, when I get freckled, I freckle on the nose, on the chin, forehead, and cheeks. But like I don't just freckle on the cheeks, you know, or just on the nose. You know, you need to like put a bit everywhere, like just to have a natural pattern going. I think it's much cuter. I think lip freckles are like super cute. Of course, if you don't want to go natural, you just want to freckle your cheeks, like it's really up to you. I like to use brow products because usually they'll have the right shade. I think that medium brown is not bad. It's cool, but it's not too cool. I want to go like all over, anywhere the sun would hit, pretty much. I think it gives a really nice fresh look to the face. And what I like about the dip brow is that it's gonna stay put. Unlike a pencil, maybe that might slide around, especially if you have oily skin, like this will stick. Okay, so as you can see, I like a light dusting of freckles. It looks natural, that's cute. Whole point, really. I think I'm gonna contour a bit. Not contour, but you know, just add a bit of structure. Do like makeup on someone for TV or whatever. You don't want them to look flat, because the bright lights, they just flatten everything, so you need to contour a bit. So I'm gonna use a bit of this Milk Makeup Matte Bronzer. This is Baked. This is awesome, this product. If you're a professional makeup artist, you need this in your kit. It's like, you absolutely need that stuff. It's incredible. So easy to work with. So I'm just gonna stripe a bit here on my cheek and on my forehead, like this. Nothing crazy, just a bit. Just to define. And that stuff is so good, and it's so easy to work. You could work this with brush or with a beauty blender. I think it's nice to like warm it up and work it in. My way to go about it, I'll blend it with fingers. I think it works nicer, but you could easily beauty blend or brush into the skin. This is so natural, it's so good. Yeah, if you're a pro, put that in your kit, you won't be sorry. I like to use almost exclusively cream products when I do this kind of makeup, because it's easier to blend. It's more natural. Gosh, that construction outside is like killing me. Nice and bronzed. Okay, I've been outside a bit. Okay, let's do a bit of blush. Not a lot, like just a bit. I'm gonna use another Milk makeup product. This is the Lip and Cheek stick. Shade is Quickie. And I'm gonna apply that with my fingers. Like, it's a really plummy shade, but it's really sheer. I'm gonna take that with my fingers. Warm it up. A really cool product for a kid. It's making awesome. So take this on my finger, and I'm just gonna blend it on the cheeks. I'm not gonna be precious about it. I'm gonna even put some like here on my nose, so I look like super flushed. Nice, natural, healthy kind of flush. You know, like I've been out in the cold, basically. I just look like I've been windblown a bit, which is a good look, I think. It looks super fresh. This is so sheer, it works so well. I'm just gonna pat it in. Doesn't have to be perfect. So I just look flushed, sun-kissed. I'll use a bit of glow. I'm gonna use my trusty NARS Copacabana. So that multiple stick is like perfect to highlight. It's like super natural as well. I swatched this in Sephora recently and like it seemed changed. I was not a fan. It looked really glittery. And what I have here is not glittery at all. So I took a bit on my finger. And get things glowing. This is where you want like a more subtle highlight, because if you go like kapow with like crazy bombastic highlight, it ruins like the effect. Look like, you know, exertion, hot, sweaty, not gross sweaty, you know what I mean? I love it. It's like so fresh. This is why like I do my makeup like this really often, because I don't need to look super made up in my everyday life, but I like to be like, you know, me but better, you know what I mean? I'm gonna freckle again a little bit. I like to do 2 layers of freckles, like one underneath the blush and one on top of it, so it gives more dimension to have like 2 layers of freckles. So as you can see, skin is like super glowy, flushed, freckled. Let's do a bit of brows. I like my brows to be like kind of natural. I'm just gonna fill a few gaps, baby gap here, and that's it. That's all I'm gonna do for the color. This is Benefit Browvo conditioning primer. This is like so nice. You squirt it like this and you work it through your brows, and it really like defines. You could use brow gel to do this. Like the Anastasia clear brow gel would be great, but I'm not allowed. So this guy, and this guy just looks so good. Like you're dimming your brow, but it's not crazy sticky. You know what I mean? So I have long brows and they're quite bushy. So nice. It gives like a nice definition without being too stuck down. So that's how the brows should look. Just a bit defined, not crazy. I'm gonna do a bit of eyelash, but I don't want to go crazy. Like I don't want to put on like insane amounts of mascara. I'm just gonna curl lashes. I usually wouldn't do this on a guy, although it depends. Like I've curled lashes on a guy before, just to give them like that wide open eye look. Okay, a bit of a curl. I'm gonna use Benefit L'Oreal. This is the brown L'Oreal. I'm gonna put a teeny bit of that. Like I'm gonna pretend I'm putting some on almost, just to define. Like hardly putting in. You could use the L'Oreal primer too, and that'd be like a really good one to use. That's it, guys. I'm gonna back y'all up. This is a good look. This is like an easy everyday look. You could do this at home with like 5 minutes. I recommend using cream products because I think they're easier to shear down, make them look really seamless and glowy. You could do this with powder though if you wanted. I'm gonna put a bit of thermal water on top of this, just to make it look even more dewy. You could use like a bit of setting spray, a bit of a face spray, face mist, just to make this look even glowier. So that's the look, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this was helpful. You can use all of these techniques to do makeup on guys if you work professionally, if you work on photo shoots, if you work on TV, that kind of stuff, or like music videos, whatever. These are like tips and tricks that you can use. I think like the custom BB cream is a really good one. I think it works good with moisturizer too. Like you could mix moisturizer with a bit of serum type foundation. I recommend a serum type foundation because it's sheer, it blends easier, but you could try with a cream foundation. You can try with anything as long as you get the consistency that you want and like that the skin looks good, looks fresh, doesn't look like super, you know, flat. I think that's the key to it. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.